the knife I'm most proud of, most attached to, my favourite blade of all, and that's a Randall Model 18 5.5 in 01 tool steel. Right, the sheath is just a work of art, leather, jump safe, designed by or in conjunction with the Marine Corps to mean that you can use the knife on your webbing, jump out of an aeroplane with it, strap it on, won't come loose. That's what this strap here is for. It's got extra tie down so you can really make it safe, so when you're jumping out you don't get in trouble. And here you've got a knurled handle, which I have then wrapped with fishing line and paracord. All of that comes off fairly easily so that you can use it if need be. Quarter-inch thick. It's not light, it's not small. It's got a hollow ground, ridiculously sharp blade. 01 tool steel, so it will rust if you're not careful. Saw teeth on the back are not designed for cutting wood, although you can use them for gathering tinder quite well. It's actually designed to chop out of a helicopter. Chop through the fuselage, aluminium, maybe glass, who knows. In the handle, which is sealed with an O-ring, I've got a few bits and pieces, some tinder in here, a little button compass, which is not terribly accurate, but tell me roughly which way north is if there's cloud cover. In here, got a striker for matches, some duct tape. Inside here, there's some matches, some fishing line, some fishing hooks, a couple of needles. Thing's gone rock solid, so I can't open it now. There is some split rings, some weights, a couple of safety pins. Yeah, good little system. Need to work on the opening because that opened last time I went to use it. And you need to replace the bits in it, inside it, every now and then, just to make sure they don't go bad. In the front, down here, I keep a few extra bits and pieces. There is a teeny little bit more tinder in a plastic bag, and I keep Leatherman Micra. Why do I keep Leatherman Micra? Scissors, mainly, and tweezers. Other bits and pieces on it are, fairly useless, but it's got a little blade, a nail file. Why do you need a nail file? Well, same reason you need scissors. Basic first aid. And a couple of little screwdrivers and bits and pieces. Mainly, it's the scissors and the tweezers I'm interested in. And I've got this little thing, needs a bit of a tidy up as well, is a sparker. Now, in here is a needle under the twine, which has been wrapped in sellotape. You can unscrew this and replace the little bits of flint that are used to make the striker. So essentially you've got a renewable source of strikers. Well, this is a renewable tool, I guess is the technical bit. 5.5 years took to get this. Order it, you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and then eventually they tell you that shipment's delayed, and then they tell you it's going to be shipped, and then customs ring you up one day and say you need to come and pay a bunch of money on this. Then you get it, and you fall in love with it. That's actually the reason I bought the Essie, was because I thought if I lose it, It's 5.5 years down the drain. Basically I've got to wait another 5.5 years to get it. I'm not worried about it breaking. I believe it's industrial. I'm more worried about it getting stolen or lost. The Essie, on the other hand, I lose all that. Well, it's a bummer. I'll go out and buy another one. Another point on the Essie, everything I've read says they come razor sharp. Didn't. Came blunt as anything. I stropped it, nothing. Then I hit it with the DC4 and stropped it some more, and I've got it sharp now, but not as sharp as I would like it. Oh, this baby as well isn't light. In the sheath, 632. Out of the sheath, we're looking at 409, so a bit lighter than the Essie. Size wise, it's about perfect, I believe. 5, we're looking at 4 3/4, 5.5. So for me, this is the Goldilocks. It's the bit that fits well, blade a bit longer than the handle. It's got holes drilled in there if you ever want to attach it to a spear, although honestly I think I would carve a steer out of wood rather than attach that to something. Yeah, good knife, lovely knife. If the world ever goes to custard, this is the knife I'll have on my hip. In the meantime, I take it out and use it. I'm always worried that some overzealous cop or someone will confiscate it, so I've got the Essie. Right, now we come to the big stuff. Heavy duty kukri. Weight on this puppy in the sheath, 832. Blade on its own, 688. 1075 carbon steel once more. Sheath is really good. Leather, simple, could have been double stitch, it's not single. Open at the back, helps you pull it out. Adjustable loop. Would have been better brown, but hey, good sheath, nothing to complain about, don't need to replace it. Handle is some kind of exotic hardwood, don't know what. Nice and smooth, but it's almost too smooth, it slips a bit in your hand. I want to checker it to make it last a bit longer. They've removed the lump that around the middle that a lot of kukris have. A lot of Westerners complain about the lump, don't know what it's for. What it's for is to stop your hand slipping onto the blade if you stab with it. This one now doesn't have that, so if you stab, you're going to slice your fingers to bits. Again, something I might play around with and tweak. The back has been optimised for striking a ferro rod to this point here, and then it's curved for the rest of it so that you can use it as a jaw knife. Nice big belly, heavy. Kukris are optimised to chop. They've got a sweet spot just here, and this one does hit that sweet spot and chop well with it. I guess the only downside with it is that it's big. The handle, when I first got it, I found it rubbed on this a little bit. I'm thinking about grinding these down to make it a little bit smoother. Obviously optimal size for me. Handle is smaller than the blade. Handle 5.5, blade is 10, and it's thick. I think it's about 7mm. It's a good knife, a solid knife. Don't think it'll break. Still not convinced it's the best kukri or kukri-like object, because again, Condor, made in El Salvador with German 1075 steel.